In all our history classes throughout school, we have learned the stories of countries from all over the world, whether it is the Greeks, the Chinese, the Indians, the French, or the Romans. All of these states had or still have great civilizations. Unfortunately, for one area which often gets left out is Scandinavia. This region is located on the northern European peninsula and is the collective name for the countries of Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. Starting all the way from the Big Bang and covering the many thresholds, we will attempt to show you how significant Scandinavian history and culture is, and why they should be taught more in school.
The Big Bang started everything in the universe, including the universe itself, and along with matter and time, energy was formed. This energy permeated through each and every celestial body. After the Big Bang, stars started forming. These were hot spots of light and energy and produced new elements through nuclear fusion. Oxygen, silicon, aluminum, and iron combined to form a huge mass of land which historians now call Pangea. This can be related to the academic discipline of geology, since over millions of years this continent eventually broke up due to plate movements within the Earth's magma mantle, also called plate tectonics, and this formed the Scandinavian subcontinent. This peninsula sits upon a stable and large crust segment formed of very old crystalline metamorphic rocks.
Scandinavia also possesses interestingly diverse geographic qualities. The peninsula is approximately 1,150 miles long, with a width varying approximately from 230 to 500 miles, depending on the season. About 1/4 of the peninsula lies north of the Arctic Circle. The exact climate across Scandinavia varies from tundra in the north to humid continental in the central portion. Due to the favorable climate, most of the population is naturally concentrated in its southern part. The position of the sun has influenced Scandinavia quite a bit because the peninsula is located very far in the north. It receives the slanted rays of the sun during the winter season and faces an extremely cold climate. The new elements formed from the stars deposited within the Earth's crust, and some of them became concentrated near Scandinavia. The most common minerals found there include iron, copper, nickel, zinc, silver, and gold. Due to the presence of these valuable metals, the Scandinavian countries' economies were able to grow fast through trade and development. The study of business and economics can be used to analyze the commodities traded by the Scandinavian countries, which have resulted in a large influx of money, jobs, and cultures. The governments are able to impose high taxes on the citizens, who anyway have a high income, on average of $300,000 per year. These funds are used to develop and enhance the infrastructure of the countries, which attracts people from all over the world to take advantage of the well-developed economy, and this in turn increases the GDP of the region.
The human race originated out of Africa and proceeded to migrate throughout Eurasia and southern Africa. Humans migrated to the Scandinavian subcontinent relatively late because of its location in the far north region of Europe. From 300 to 500 CE, Germanic tribes relocated from the area of the Western Roman Empire to regions near modern-day Denmark, where they settled down and developed ancient technologies. Some groups of these people decided to explore the surrounding areas and were called Vikings. They colonized, raided, and traded in all parts of Europe, which led to an inflow of new technologies and new people. Some tribes broke away from the population and settled in modern-day Sweden and Norway to start their own settlements. The Viking Age is where Old Norse culture and mythology became profoundly influential, and due to this occurrence, collective learning hugely transpired into today's culture. Through exploration, they found the Faroe Islands, Iceland, Greenland, and North America. Even today, Norse mythology is used in entertainment. For example, the Marvel movies about Thor, the god of thunder, and even the days of the week in English are named after the Norse gods.
Even though the majority of land in Scandinavia is not arable due to its geography and climate, Scandinavian settlers were much more advanced in agriculture than we have previously thought. In the beginning, civilizations in that area were mostly hunters and gatherers, as agriculture was not a huge source of food due to the land and lack of knowledge on how to develop farms. In the Stone Age, once the agricultural revolution spread to the Scandinavian region, barley, wheat, millet, and flax were cultivated, and even milk and buttermilk were very popular during those times as drinks or for cooking.
During the modern revolution, the Scandinavian countries didn't really do anything that made a significant impact on the world. However, this threshold can still be connected to the academic study of politics because the three countries developed social welfare states in order to decrease the dominance of the Social Democrats in Sweden and Denmark and the Labour Party of Norway. In World War I, they remained neutral, and in World War II, Denmark and Norway were taken over, but Sweden remained neutral.
From the Stone Age to the modern revolution, these three countries have created a culture that is still being learnt and replicated in today's modern world. Scandinavian history, for sure, is a story that should be taught more in schools so that it can be widely appreciated in today's contemporary world.